All right, guys, we're back. So finally not ill anymore, and I'm actually going to push this video up ahead because I didn't. So I was busy with stuff. I had that TCGPlayer video that came out that went like just absolutely bananas, which is awesome. I got over 200 subs from that single video, guys. Like, huge support, huge outreach. Thank you so much. Anyone that shared, liked, commented on that, I appreciate it. Huge awesomes. So I wanted to follow that up with the sale. It's coming up this Friday / Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So TCGPlayer is branding this as like the big Cyber Monday weekend sale, and I just kind of wanted to go over what my plans and stuff were for this. Now, leading up to this sale a week and a half ago, because this is an important thing. I think I left this out actually in the video because I do this. Sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't. What I did is I added a whole bunch of stuff to my shopping cart that I was actually planning on purchasing. So I have 6 different sets of Pokemon in there. I have a few different sets of Weiss stuff. I had some Magic stuff, and I think that was actually it. I didn't put any Flesh and Blood stuff in my cart because I usually buy that stuff after the fact, and I usually buy very specific things off TCGPlayer that I can't source elsewhere, that I'm not going to disclose because I have a project I have been working on the Flesh and Blood side, and if I talk about it, I don't want to encourage people to also do what I'm doing because it's a near and dear project to my heart. It's been something I've been doing for the past like year and change, actually almost 2 years now. So when I'm done with that, I'll do a big reveal on it, and I'll do that as part of like my series of It's Not Time to Be Quiet on Flesh and Blood, collecting and all that kind of stuff. But part of why I did that this time around, because one, I knew that video popped off. So I was like, okay, let's see if people are actually watching and listening. And I wanted to see how the volume was on certain products and stuff that I was planning on purchasing. I actually had several things get bought out totally before I even was like planning on buying them, which I do expect with Pokemon stuff. And I had some stuff I could watch like the price adjustments go up and then back down and then up and then down as people were kind of like surging and then buying and selling and relisting and all this kind of stuff. And then the Weiss sets, just nothing happened. People listed them, more stuff got listed underneath what I had added to my cart at the time, and those actually went down some. So the Weiss sets that I'll be buying, I will purchase those, and I'll do a video on everything afterwards. I actually think I'm going to just buy one particular Weiss set, and I'm deciding between 2 and 4 cases for it. And then the Pokemon stuff, I'm obviously buying specifically booster boxes and booster box cases. Now, an important thing to note with what I am doing with the Pokemon side, right? There is a lot of math that you actually need to sit down and do, right? So I actually went in, did the math, found where the items were optimized, said, okay, I'm going to purchase this, this, and this. This is where I get my store credit and stuff. And there was actually a few Pokemon boxes where I said, crap, it doesn't matter how much I mess around with this. I'm paying so much more per case that I'm actually saving money to buy the case because the single box prices were so much higher. And it's the first time I've actually seen that happen on a Pokemon set. Usually, like, the way it works is like the cases and the loose boxes are basically in tandem, right? Which is why it's suboptimal to buy a case for the TCGPlayer sale, because once you pass $410 or $420, you basically start de-optimizing the amount of credit you get back. So hence, it makes sense to buy loosey-goosey boxes. Now, what happened is the inversion price. So, for example, right, like let's say the case was $1,000, but then the boxes were $200 a piece. You're like, oh, well, but you're going to get 14% back, blah, 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 blah. Well, true. However, in this case, because the box prices were so much higher, I basically had a $200 deficit I had to make up, and it actually was more beneficial for me to buy the cases. So that's super important and something you do need to watch out for. You can't just go like blindly buy loose boxes and be like, I'm good to go. So like actually sit down, do the math, figure out what you're doing, and like take a minute and do it, right? So you need to calculate that in, and it takes a little bit of time, and it's just a little bit of effort. So I have all this stuff pre-added to my cart. Some of the stuff is gone, some of it's not. I'm going to be spending about 10 grand on the sale. And the super important thing to do, right, and this is why I'm so successful on these sales, I have that shit in my cart at 9 a.m. I check out, hit bin, and that shit is gone. It is mine. No one else can compete with me. I am the fastest. I do not waste time. I yoink that shit faster than a fat guy at an ice cream parlor. I don't know. A fat guy at an all-you-can-eat buffet. I don't know. Something like that. Big Bertha chasing down a whale. I don't know, Moby Dick going after the hunter, or the hunter going after Moby Dick. I don't know, some shenanigans. But it's super important you do that. Also, enjoy my beard. We're going towards Viking status. I'm thinking we're going to go down to here before we start really trimming it back. But it is important to do that, and important to stay on top of it and watch it. And now the other thing, there's two surges to this sale, right? There's like the oh crap, we're about to end surge, and there's the oh crap, it releases surge, right? If you're catching either end of that, you need to be careful and check the pricing. That's also why this time I added everything to my cart, because I wanted to kind of see how the prices fluctuated and if stuff went up or down, etc. And I wanted to maintain that and see what was going to happen, right? So I'm purchasing between 80 and 100 Pokemon booster boxes, and I'm purchasing between 2 and 4 cases of Weiss. I am specifically targeting any Pokemon set that is still under MSRP in Scarlet and Violet, anything that is under or near MSRP in Sword and Shield, because there are a few sets that are very close to MSRP. I'm still watching you. Vivid Voltage, I think I have a box. Boom. Vivid Voltage. Right here. Sword and Shield. Banger set. I think this has like the Super Chonkachu in it. Like, super good set to have. If you don't own it, you should definitely get some. You know, these are prime buying targets. Like, they're not reprinting Vivid Voltage. Like, they're just not going to. They're also probably not going to reprint Scarlet Violet Base. It's been out for 2+ years. It's still under MSRP. There's a lot of sets that have been out for a very long time now that they're probably not going to reprint. And even if they do, being fully disclosed, like full disclosure here, the odds of a small reprint of any Pokemon set mattering in the long term, 5 to 10 years, really doesn't matter. It doesn't. Look at Evolving Skies. It's almost $1,000 a box now. It is going bananas. A little regret I traded my case a few months ago, but I did really well in the opening for that. Made tons of money. It was a good all-around trade. I bought the case low, sold it at a decent price, made profit, it jumped up some. You know, not going to complain. You know, if you shoulda, coulda, woulda, you'd always win and everyone would be a billionaire. Like, you just take your wins when you get them, and that's what it is. But yeah, it's really important, though. I wanted to go over this because, again, that video did so well. I figured this would be a good follow-up for it. I wanted to go over what my plans were and my intentions. And I will do a big reveal showing all the crap that I bought and what I actually do get away with. Because I do fully expect leading up to this sale that more and more stuff is going to sell out that I have in my cart. Because people are going to be looking to offload this. They want to get it moved. There's that run up of everyone like, oh, if I buy it before the sale, you know, everything's going to go up, you know, blah, blah, blah. You know, honestly, newsflash, everything I had in my cart overall actually went down. Some stuff sold out, like outright, like Twilight Masquerade. I had 2 cases in my cart. That's gone. I just got rid of it because it was so expensive. And I'm pretty sure they're going to reprint that, but I don't know. We'll see. But I will be acquiring it regardless at some point. And I probably will use the credit that I get back to pick up a case or 2 of the Twilight Masquerade. Because again, I'm spending about 10 grand. I'm expecting to get back probably about $1,500 in store credit, if not $1,000 in store credit, somewhere in there. So I don't really care. I'll use it and buy a case of Twilight Masquerade with the credit. Like, that's fine. That puts me one step closer to having 5 cases of everything. Awesome days, awesome glories, all the fun times, all the good fuss, all the good stuff that comes around with it. I also, after the backlog of videos, because I think I still have 2 weeks of videos that I put in, plus this one, you're going to see my beard go from like Viking, like, you know, not quite Viking status, but we're definitely getting like girthier on the beard. You'll see me go from like not shaven to shaven back to even further unshaven here in a few weeks. But we have a really big move coming. I'm going to do some video footage for it. I actually bought like a secondary camera for this because I knew it was going to be kind of a pain in the butt to show otherwise, because my phone is just not going to last for 2 days. Like, good luck. But there's a really big move coming in. I'm going to showcase some stuff, but this will probably be one of the last videos actually that we do in this area coming forward. So big surprises for that one. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you guys again. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm picking up some Weiss sets, picking up some Pokemon, might pick up some Magic. I'll probably pick up some Flesh and Blood stuff randomly at the end of the sale, maybe. We'll see what I do with that. But that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm completing out my Pokemon booster boxes for Scarlet Violet specifically because that's like my high priority. I need to finish that. I have to. You know, I've been really good about ordering 5 to 10 cases of every set moving forward from the past couple of sets before or after Twilight Masquerade. Still a little sick. Sorry, guys. But yeah, we're kind of there. We're moving up. We have big gains coming. You know, comment down below, guys. What are you picking up in the TCGPlayer sale this weekend for the Cyber Monday deals? Is there anything in particular you're eyeballing? Are you looking for anything? Is there singles you're purchasing? Because again, the sale is everything. Like, it's not just sealed. It's not just singles. It's everything. Like, everything in the store is like going to be 10 to 15% off. So keep an eye out for that stuff. And what I actually do need to do, I need to do a breakdown video too, because there you get an extra 3% for being a subscriber, but I need to do the breakdown math and show people, like, is it actually justified to spend like the $120 or about $100 a year ish on the membership itself? For me, it is, because I spend tens of thousands of dollars a year. Like, it's automatically, I know it's worth it. But there is a breakdown mathematically of like what you're spending and what you're not spending, because you don't necessarily need to be a subscriber to take access and to fully optimize those sales. But, you know, I'll release a video about that later in December or January or something maybe. But there is actually a window where it doesn't make sense and it does make sense based on how much you spend. So keep an eye out for that one. Comment down below. What are you purchasing on the sale? Are you purchasing on the sale? Did you even know about the sale until you watch this video? You know, comment down below, guys. I respond to everyone eventually, unless you're being a dick. I'm sorry. If you're just being like super toxic and just generally just a jerk, I'm probably just going to downvote your comment and just ignore you. Like, sorry. If you're just being like a toxic Nancy, like, I'm probably just going to ignore you. Like, you're literally not worth the brain cells or the brain power to respond to. So have a nice day if you're that kind of person. Don't care. Feel free to comment. Not going to bother me. Just, you're not going to get my attention. But yeah, otherwise, guys, huge thank you again. Like, that video did so bananas. I'm actually amazed. Once all the moving and stuff is done and we're all wrapped up with stuff, I'm actually going to I'm going to meet up with Saint. We're going to do a big giveaway video and stuff. I have a couple of pack wrappers we're going to give away, some Alliances wrappers, probably a couple of I'll probably do like split box openings between like 3 or 4 people for a couple of, you know, newer-ish sets of Magic. Also going to give away a couple of graded cards and stuff like that. I'm going to really prioritize like 10 to 20 different items we can give away, plus probably like some playmats and some other random stuff maybe. And again, shameless plug here. If you are a paid subscriber on YouTube, so like you actually did like the little M2M bonus support, so you hit the join button and paid for the monthly stuff. Anyone that does that does get extra entries into any giveaways we do. And that's just, again, I'm trying to I want to say thank you to anyone that is joined and part of the channel and actually helping support that stuff. And again, just a quick go over on that stuff. Anyone that's on that after once you've joined and been around for a certain amount of time, I will mail you a custom shirt, you know, as a thank you to the channel and stuff. I'll reach out to you and get some stuff. But, you know, again, I'm not trying to make money off of that. That's just what I wanted to do. And I wanted to find a way to kind of like give back and be like, hey, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for supporting. You know, it's just part of that whole process and stuff. So that's just something I do at my time and my expense. And it doesn't really, you know, I'm not trying to make money off that kind of stuff. So thank you guys for the support. Don't forget to comment down below. Share the video. Huge TCGPlayer cyber sale. I've said this multiple times. You have to take advantage of these moments when they come around, because they are so pivotal. Like, I'm just going to spend 10 grand and I'm going to get back $1,500 roughly in store credit. Like think about that for a second. That's $1,000+ back. Like, that's a massive amount of money. Even if you're spending $1,000 and you get $150 back, like, this is a huge amount of money. Like, don't sleep on these sales. Like, these sales are so important. It doesn't cost TCGPlayer anything. These sales, they're basically just like, we'll make like 1% this weekend. It's fine. Not a huge deal. And then all the sellers and stuff are super happy because they're like, yeah, big volume increase. And then that's kind of like the trade-off you get, right? And generally speaking, once these sales roll around, most of the Pokemon booster boxes go up 5 to 10%. So I don't really care if they go up leading into the sale. They might go trace down sometimes, but normally within 30 to 90 days of these sales, the boxes are tracing back up from whatever they dropped. So it's a very big no-brainer. Like, definitely take advantage of this. This is a huge moment. It's going up into the holidays. Honestly, too, like, if you want, grab some Christmas gifts for people, because, like, who doesn't like opening some stuff on Christmas? Like, duh. Why not? But yeah, guys, comment, like, subscribe, do all that stuff, share the twiddles of things, and send me photos of collections. Look, I have more boxes. More boxes. They're everywhere. Yeah, thanks, guys. Bye.